Prakriti was created by the Mennonites. The Mennonites are the North American NGO. They created it in the early 70s. And then this was running kind of in experimental projects, one of the experimental projects of them for income generation in Bangladesh. Again, they were very much rural based, trying to help the rural women to be able to earn um, money for their family. Specifically, they were targeting the poorest of the poor. As you can imagine, the Mennonites are a bit different in their strategies. So they were targeting the poorest of the poor, and then they found that the people, the women specifically, those who live in the rural areas, those are divorced or like separated or widows, single mothers, or in some cases, they could not figure out whether the husband is still alive or is somewhere else, is coming back. But the mothers were always in trouble with their children. These kind of women were found uh, by the Mennonites, and they said, well, we need to create job for this poorest of the poor part of the population in the country. So that way they were trying to help them. But those women, in some cases, they did not have any skill. So handicraft is the one thing what they have chosen to train them and started working with them. Then by then they had one shop in Dhaka, that is Arong. That was again MCC shop. And then in the international market, they had self-help craft, which is now 10,000 villages. So that way MCC uh, tried to help the women in Bangladesh to be able to earn some money uh, or income. So that organization, they did a lot of research, uh, opened a shop in the name of Arong, but Arong was handed over to BRAC. After that, they didn't stop their research. And then they also created Saidpur Enterprise in the northern part of Bangladesh. That organization, they are very much export oriented. They make jute sacks and then screen printing, greeting cards and screen printing products for the world market. So that's Saidpur Enterprises they call it. And then they had one organization called Mirpur Huistra Center. This organization was very much specialized for greeting cards for the world market. Currently, this is not, we do not sell very much greeting cards, but at one point, the art paper from the market was bought, and then some artwork was done on the art paper to make a simplified greeting cards for the world market. And this was a big organization. For about 20, 30 years, these organizations uh, was able to sell a lot of greeting cards in the world market through self-help craft and some other organizations worldwide. But Prakriti still was not created. It was being run under MCC, Mennonite Central Committee, by itself. In 2000, in the year 2000, MCC uh, tried to figure out an organization for 10 of the production units, the rural-based production units, which were based in the very, very remote part of Bangladesh. And then they seemed to be uh, financially sustainable. So that's why they wanted to make one umbrella organization in the city, which would replace MCC. At the same time, will do export marketing and the domestic marketing for the artisans' products. So that was the vision in 2001, and then they approached it to the government to make it an organization to provide that kind of services. But it was a kind of peculiar approach to the government. Like MCC wanted to ensure the benefit of this organization to the artisans instead of to the board members or to the employees of the uh, uh, organization. So then it's not a joint stock company, it's not a partnership company, it's not a sole tradership company. In the Bangladesh company formats, none of them are very much suitable for fulfilling that vision. But at one point, the government and the uh, MCC compromised to make it a non-profit joint stock company in 2008. So from 2008, this organization is registered as a non-profit joint stock company. So from then on, the organization started doing its business for the women. Currently, it has 10 production units in Bangladesh and also 22 other partner organizations. Altogether, 32 organizations are enterprises are under this organization, and it is now operating its business worldwide. Plus, it has some limited business, 2 stores in Dhaka City, and then mostly the handicraft, but it has some fashion accessories as well. Today's presentation will cover most of the fashion accessories, but always I would also refer some handicrafts products what we sell in the world market. So that's the Prakriti's mission, vision, or background. I'll leave it for you, and then the presentation is with you so that you could know more about these organizations, and also you can visit our website. And then our target group, our producers, our current buyer base, these sort of things all are in detail. It is written in the website. Our business currently is very close to $2 million handicraft. So craft-wise, we are kind of in a leading situation currently. So our fashion accessories are not very strong. One of our production units, they make batik saris, and these saris are now, we started just 2 years back, and it's mostly sold in our own stores, and we very limitedly, the fabrics, Yardis fabrics are being exported to the international market, but saris are mostly sold in our own stores. And these are some more saris. Most people are saying that these are the beautiful saris, and they buy online from also from the store. Our products are being sold through Bagdum.com, and Daraz is currently in process of signing a contract or agreement with them. And then we also do some home deliveries from our stores. So that's saris are one of our popular products. This is the skirt. We sell some to the international market, specifically in Germany and in the US, but mostly they are sold in the domestic market. And more of these, this is smaller ones normally go international market. Batik fabric. This is the when the designers make the ranges, so then batik fabric is used in the jewelry boxes and the gift boxes, so they can make in a nice range. I do not understand that very much. I'm an accountant basically, but the designers, I should give the credit to the designers for making these nice, beautiful products. Specifically when I go to the international trade shows, when people praise a lot about our designs and the products. And this next one is a unique product. It is made out of recycled sari. It is a skirt, and we just send about 1,000 of these skirts to the to German market um, during the COVID period, and the buyer has just let us know that almost 60% of these scarves are sold because of their uniqueness, and and we also did the photography for her during this COVID period. So she is very happy. She said this is how the marketing should be done. So we are serving and learning in most cases our buyers uh, uh, teach us how to present the products, how to make the products. So this is again designed by the idea has come from outside, but the work has been done by our own designers. These are some other the recycled shari products. And we do a lot of recycled shari products, like our recycled shari Katha is one of our popular products. It goes almost all over the world, starting from the Australia, New Zealand, and then US, Canada, and then Germany. These are some other small products, the bags and purses. This is again the kind of byproduct. The red one you see here, this one is like these shari borders are used in this kind of product. And we were about to throw them out, but our designers are so smart and so expert. They said that nothing could be thrown away. You know, they make, in the last Ambiente show, when I showed a set of 3 of these, this was the most attractive product in the show, in the booth. So everybody was praising that. How could you make that? It's so colorful, and the material was just kind of we were about to throw that away, but this credit goes to the designers. Well, that's all from the fashion accessories, but our Prakriti, we have wide range. If you need to know about Prakriti, you need to visit our website. We have a lot of recycled product, from the recycled PET bottles to recycled garment waste, recycled sari, all the recycled, plus all the natural ingredients, natural materials like grasses, hogla, the seagrass, and palm leaf. Many other leaves are used in our products. You can imagine that we are also specialized in handmade paper, and we make handmade paper from jute wastage, banana fiber, or the pineapple leaf, and water hyacinth. So the MCC who developed this program initially, they had few strategies, like they would not take away anybody's job. They would uh, they would uh, develop something new for the people of Bangladesh. So that way, the initial thought was still here, and then they would do the fair trade in Bangladesh, and then, as I said, that consistency in income and earning is one of the things what we do. We ensure, and then uh, the other thing is the producer's savings is very much taken care of here. That this is, I do not know how many organizations you would see, but at Prakriti you'd see that producers have their own gratuity provident fund, which are their retirement fund in the organization. So that way Prakriti is playing a nice example in the country to do fair trade. Wherever you are, the Prakriti products must be next to you, because we have currently 88 buyers all around the world. So wherever you are, our products should be very close to you.
For ordering any products wholesale, what are the MOQs like?
I do not have that information ready currently. I'm so sorry for that. But you could always, our Facebook is always active. It is 24/7. If you like any product, if you know the code, if you have the image, or somehow if you can communicate that, yes, I want this, and you are guaranteed that you would get the answers in next 2 minutes.